What if I told you that by changing just one vowel pattern in Arabic, the meaning of a verb suddenly expands? That's exactly what Form 3 does. And once you understand the logic behind it, hundreds of Arabic verbs become much easier to remember. Let's start with a simple verb that most Arabic learners know, jalasa. It simply means he sat. Now carefully look at the second verb, jalasa. We only added one letter, an alif. Before I tell you the answer, can you guess what changed? Did it become stronger? Did it become causative? Or did something else happen? Let's find out. Jalasa doesn't simply mean he sat. It means he sat with someone. In other words, another person has entered the action. That's the key idea behind Form 3. In many cases, Form 3 describes doing the action with another person or involving someone else. Think of Form 3 as adding a partner to the verb. One person becomes two. You can say that Form 1 is often a solo action, while Form 3 often turns into a shared action. Let's compare the two sentences. On the left, we have جلس سامي على المقعد. Nothing unusual here. Sammy sat on the bench. Sammy is simply sitting. Now, look at the sentence on the right. جلس سامي صديقه. Sammy sat with his friend. Notice the difference? In the first sentence, Sammy is doing the action by himself. But in the second sentence, the action now involves another person. Sammy isn't just sitting anymore, he's sitting with his friend. Now that you've seen the pattern with jalasa and jalasa, let's see if it appears elsewhere. لعب means he played. لعب means he played with someone. Again, another person is involved. Look at the first sentence. لعب الولد بالكرة. The boy simply played with the ball. Now compare it with the second sentence on the right. لعب الأب ابنه. The father played with his son. Once again, another participant has joined the action. This is exactly the pattern we're beginning to see with Form 3. It often involves another person in the action. Let's try one more example. مزح. That simply means he joked. Now look at Form 3. مزح. What do you think happened this time? Just like before, another person has joined the action. So, مزح means he joked with someone or he teased someone playfully. The action is no longer happening on its own. It's happening between two people. Now let's compare the two sentences. On the left we have مزح الولد, the boy joked. That's all it tells us. One person is doing the action. Now look at the sentence on the right. مزح الولد أخاه. The boy joked with his brother. Notice the difference. The meaning hasn't completely changed. It's still about joking, but now there's another participant involved. The action is shared between two people, and that's the idea you'll see again and again with many Form 3 verbs. By now, you've probably noticed the pattern. Form 3 often introduces another participant into the action, but sometimes it's a little broader than simply with someone. Sometimes it describes engaging in another activity with another person, or taking part in a shared interaction. Like شارك. شارك means to participate. You don't usually participate alone. You participate with others in an activity. Or ناقش. ناقش means to discuss. A discussion naturally involves another person. Or سابق. سابق means to race or compete against someone. Once again, there's another participant. And here's an interesting one. سافر means to travel. Today we simply translate it as travel. But historically speaking, people rarely traveled alone. They traveled together in caravans. So the original idea of a shared action still makes sense. So here's a useful way to think about Form 3. Instead of memorizing hundreds of meanings, ask yourself, who else is involved in the action? Sometimes it's another person. Sometimes it's a shared activity. Sometimes it's an interaction. And that simple question will often help you understand a Form 3 verb before you even open the dictionary. But of course, it's a pattern. Remember, you're learning patterns, not formulas. This isn't a fixed rule. A pattern won't tell you the exact meaning of every Form 3 verb, but it will often point you in the right direction, help you make educated guesses, and remember new vocabulary much more easily. I hope this video has helped you see Form 3 in a completely different way. Do let me know in the comments. If you'd like to continue learning Arabic through patterns instead of endless memorization, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video in this series. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, إلى اللقاء ومع السلامة. Bye for now. Happy learning.